Good morning, dear students. So today we are with these laws of operations on sets. Laws of union. A union B is same as B union A. This is commutative law. Means if you take the union of A with B or B with A, same only, no? This is called commutative property of commutative law of union. Associative law. A union B union C is same as A union B union C. Means B and C's union, if we mix with A, then it will be same as A union B when you take the union with C. Then A union A, when you take the union of this law is associative, okay, associative. And A union A, when one set is taken union with itself, then it will be from the same set only. A union with phi means phi is a null set. No, phi means null set, means which A and phi, if you unite, then it will be same as phi union A, means nothing is there, it will be ultimately A only. So phi is the identity for union of sets. And A union universal set is same as universal set, because when you take the whole union, suppose this is U, inside that A is there, A and U, inside U A is there. So when you take union, it will be U only, means universal set only, and universal set union A also same only. So that is about laws of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 laws of union. So one is commutative, next associative, then what called identity, then next is union with phi. Phi is the identity for union of sets. No? So then A union universal set is shown. Now laws of intersection of sets. A intersection B is same as B intersection A. All can understand easily. Then associative law. Then A intersection A is A. A intersection null set is null set intersection A is equal to null set, because A is this set suppose, and this is null set suppose. So null set means nothing is there. Intersection, in intersection what will come? Nothing will come, because here is nothing, here is many things maybe. So when you will take intersection, what is the common element? No common element, because here elements only are not there. So nothing will come, means phi will come. So A intersection phi is phi. Got the idea? Similar way, phi intersection A is phi. A intersection universal set is U intersection universal set is equal to A. Means inside A, inside U, A is there. When you take intersection means common of A and U. Common is A only. So that's why it will be like this. U is the identity for intersection. Okay, students? So these are 5 laws of intersection of two sets. Okay, two sets when it is commutative we are saying. Then 3 sets we are taking when we are showing associative law. So okay, these are the simple laws. Here you will see distributive laws, means union is distributive over intersection. See, A union B intersection C, it is same as A union B intersection A union C. Means the union can be distributed over intersection. Similarly, intersection can be distributed over union. So these two are called distributive law. So A intersection B union C is same as A intersection B union A intersection C. Is it understood, students? So this can be verified. And then De Morgan's law already I proved for you. A union B, no, a complement of A union B is same as intersection of A complement and B complement. Means this is A, this is B, then they are inside U, no, this is A, this is B. Then A union B, when you say A union B, we understand all these elements of A and B. Then complement means outside, complement of this outside, which will be also represented by this unshaded portion is A union B complement, the unshaded part, or is a dotted part. This is what A union B complement. And the same dotted part also is represented by what? A complement intersection B complement. A complement, this is A complement intersection B complement. That means it is the common portion of A complement and B complement. Next, A complement, complement of A intersection B. Think like this. Suppose this is U. This is U. Then A and B are having, suppose, a common portion. Suppose this is the one, this part. Which part? That blue shaded part is A intersection B. Now when we say complement, outside it, the unshaded part, complement of A intersection B. Now which part will be complement of A intersection B? A intersection B, its complement will be this portion, unshaded part. So which is equal to A complement union B complement, which is equal to A complement union B complement. Means A complement means outside this, and B complement also is outside this region. So that will be here, no, in this portion. So which is equal to A complement union B complement. This is your answer. Got the idea? So that is De Morgan's laws. We have already seen the verification part also. Okay. So you see here, this is the heading A minus B by means of Venn diagram. I would like to explain to you how to express this A minus B in Venn diagram. Think like this. Suppose this is universal set. Inside it, this is A and this is B, suppose. Okay. Then A minus B. If this is A, this whole set is A. Okay. This set is B. Then A minus B means this part. Means the portion which is covered by B of A, the part which is covered by B, means B is covering like this. So this portion also is covered by B. Then that portion you have to leave. This part is A minus B. Then similar way, this portion is also covered by A. So this part you have to leave. Now this portion means, I mean by means of diagram just I am showing you this part. This part is actually B minus A. Means from B, A is out. So that is B minus A. And the portion B, common portion of A and B is A intersection B. So this part is A minus B, this is A intersection B, this is B minus A. That means A minus B, with that if we take union of A intersection B, with that if we take union of B minus A, it will be, whole thing will represent what? A union B. Okay, no? So try to understand. A minus B means this part which is only covered by A, enclosed by A, and this part is only enclosed by B, and this part is covered by A and B. So then this part is A minus B, this part is B minus A, this part is A intersection B, this portion, the common portion. So this A minus B union A intersection B union B minus A is the whole A intersection A union B. That is the meaning of A minus B in Venn diagram. Okay, now students, one more thing to understand. Suppose this is U. This is U. Here is, suppose this is A and this is, suppose, B. Okay. Here suppose the number of elements is A. The number of elements here, it is A, suppose. This is set A, this is set B, this is intersection of A and B. Here the number of elements is suppose B. Here the number of elements is suppose C. That means if I ask you how many elements are there in A minus B, this is called cardinal number now. N of A minus B means how many elements are there in this part. Try to understand the meanings of these symbols. n bracket a minus b means number of elements in this portion which is occupied by the by the circle A, but excluding the portion covered by B. So that is equal to A. Now if you are asked how many elements are in B minus A, B minus A is this part you have to leave, common portion you have to leave. B minus means this part as I am shading. So that is B minus A. So that the number is B. How many elements are there in A intersection B? That is equal to C. So whole thing is about just like this. No? Then that is A plus B plus C exactly equal to number of elements in A union B. So A plus B plus C is exactly equal to number of elements in A union B. Okay, now? So that means when we have two disjoint intersecting sets, two intersecting sets are there. Intersecting means not disjoint. When two intersecting sets are there, this is one set, this is another set, they are intersecting. That is, they have some common area. So number of elements in this portion, which is of A only, number of elements of this part, which is of B only, that part is B minus A. If here are suppose X number of elements, then you have to write n bracket B minus A is equal to X. If here are Y number of elements, Y elements are there in this region, which is only covered by A, circle A, but excluding the portion covered by B also, then this will be written as A minus B, and number of elements in that we will have to write like this: n A minus B is equal to Y, and this portion's number is Z, suppose Z. So number of elements in A intersection B is equal to Z. So this is the meaning of this whole thing. So as I said before also, once again, X plus Y plus Z is nothing but number of elements. N means number of elements in A union B, because union means these three portions, 1, 2, 3 portions. Got the idea? So this is the meaning of it. We have to know this meaning, then only we can go for exercise. So dear students, now I am going to discuss with you some important formulae. Just you see, suppose A and B are disjoint sets. Disjoint means, you understand, you remember, disjoint means having no common elements. So this is suppose universal set, this is A, this is B. Disjoint means having no common element. Then if A and B are two disjoint sets, then number of elements of A plus number of elements of B is the whole number of elements of A union B, because there is no common element. It means intersection will be null set, since A intersection B is a null set. Phi means no common element. Therefore, number of elements of A intersection B will be also now 0. There will be no element in A intersection B. So that's why what you can say, number of elements of A plus number of elements of B is same as number of elements of A intersection B. This is, say, one formula you can say this is as a formula we can use later. Secondly, if they are not disjoint, they are suppose intersecting sets, then number of elements of A intersection B will be a finite number, means it will not be a 0. So it is not a it is not 0. Number of elements will be some non-zero number, positive number. So then just you see, number of elements of A union B is equal to, as just before by means of diagram I showed you, that if their intersecting sets, think like this. Suppose here is A, this is B. No, this part is A minus B. This part is B minus A. This part is A intersection B. Now number of elements of this part plus number of elements of this part plus number of elements of this part is equal to number of elements of A intersection B. So what you can write here, number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B plus number of elements of B minus A is equal to number of elements of A intersection B. So this can be written like this also, number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B plus number of elements of B minus A. Now you see, number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B will make number of elements of A whole A, because this part is A intersection B, this part is A minus B. So A minus B plus A intersection B is equal to whole A. So that means by the combination of A minus B and A intersection B, we can form whole A. Now to form this whole B, whole set B, this portion also will be required with this B minus A. So B minus A is already there. With that, if we add this one, number of elements of A intersection B, suppose I add number of elements of A intersection B. Also I subtract to balance the whole thing, number of elements of A intersection B. Okay, so the number of elements of A intersection B minus number of elements of A intersection B means their difference is 0 only. I have just added 0 just to think like this. See, this portion plus this portion will make the whole B. So this portion is what? A intersection B. Okay? And this portion is what? B minus A. Number of elements of B minus A. Now you just think these two portions together. This is B minus A, this is A intersection B. Together they will form B. This is A intersection, A minus B is this portion. This is A intersection B, this portion. Together they will make A. So now already we had this one, it was here, it was also there, it was also there. Only this portion is written extra, that's why it is also subtracted. Added and subtracted to keep the whole thing balanced. So originally this expression, number of elements of A union B is equal to these three parts, 1, 2, 3. Just look at the diagram. So now what you can say, these two terms make number of elements of A plus these two terms make number of elements of B. You just compare with the diagram, minus number of elements of A intersection B. To solve practical problems we have to use this formula many times. Therefore what we are saying, number of elements of A union B is same as number of elements of A plus number of elements of B minus number of elements of A intersection B. So we have to use this formula in solving practical problems. For this formula for intersecting sets, for two intersecting sets. Intersecting means sets which have got some common elements. Okay, so for that we can use this formula. And for disjoint sets, this formula we have to use, that number of elements of A plus number of elements of B is equal to number of elements of A union B. Here one portion is not there, that common part is not there, A intersection B, that part is not there, since number of elements of A intersection B will be 0 only. That's why. Okay, two formula you have learned. So one more formula for three sets. Let us see. For three finite sets, suppose for A, B and C, three finite sets. What will be the number of elements of A union B union C? if they are not disjoint. Means suppose intersecting sets. So if they are not disjoint, what will be the number of elements in A union B union C? Suppose I am going to find out number of elements of A union B union C. Now for the time being, suppose I consider this as a B union C itself is suppose D. Suppose for me, I consider let this B union C be represented by a set D. Suppose D. Then this will look like this. Number of elements of A union D, because I am considering B union C as D. Now according to our second formula just now, what we have learned, if A and D are not disjoint, means intersecting sets, then number of elements of A plus number of elements of D minus number of elements of A intersection D will get. Yes. So now you see, number of elements of A plus number of elements of D. D is actually what? B union C. So here what I can write? Number of elements of B union C I can write minus number of elements of A intersection D. Got the idea? Now see here, number of elements of A plus, again you see this is number of elements of B union C. Again two sets are here. In this part again we can use the second formula as we have used there. Means number of elements of A union B, how A union D, how we have expressed number of elements of A plus number of elements of D minus number of elements of A intersection D. So number of elements of A plus number of elements of D is what? B union C minus number of elements of A intersection D plus the number of elements of B union C. We can write again this way, number of elements of B plus number of elements of C minus number of elements of B intersection C. Now if we open this part, minus number of elements of A intersection D. A intersection D is actually what? D stands for B union C. We can use here B union C. Okay. So A intersection B union C. But you know intersection is distributive over union. Yes or no? We have learnt now distributive law. Intersection is distributive over union. So this can be written like this also. Number of elements of A, this one, number of elements plus number of elements of B plus number of elements of C, okay, minus number of elements of B intersection C minus number of elements of, let us distribute over this. One will be like this, A intersection B union, okay, A intersection C, like this. Now if we write number of elements of A plus number of elements of B plus number of elements of C, no, minus number of elements of B intersection C minus, open this, number of elements of A intersection B, now plus this part is treat again as the union of two sets. Suppose this is X, this is Y. No? Think like that. Then how it will be if we open this one, number of elements of X union Y will be equal to number of elements of X plus number of elements of Y. Think that way. No? Because this is, if we consider it as X, this one as Y, then this is union. So number of elements of X plus number of elements of Y. Y means this one, A intersection C, minus lastly as number of elements of X intersection Y, you have to write number of elements of X intersection Y means A intersection B intersection Y means A intersection C. This is the one. This is the one. So now you see here, are you understanding this part? Once again I am saying this is as it is, this one as it is, this one as it is, this is as it is. Now this one here, this part we are getting from here, A intersection B union C. We have learned that intersection is distributive over union. So this I have distributed A intersection B, A intersection C, and between that what sign? Union. If we imagine this as X, set X, and this is suppose set Y, then this is the union of X and Y. Then this part, if we break again by the second law, second formula that we have learned just before it, that number of elements of X plus number of elements of Y minus number of elements of X intersection Y, that is thing, number of elements of X, this is X suppose, plus number of elements of Y minus number of elements of X intersection Y, X intersection Y. Have you understood? So now you see this bracket, if we open from whole this, then it will be like this: number of elements of A plus number of elements of B plus number of elements of C minus number of elements of B intersection C minus now this one, number of elements of A intersection B minus plus minus number of elements of A intersection C, then minus plus it will be number of elements of A intersection B intersection A intersection C. Here A is twice, no need of writing twice, because taking intersection with B, again taking the intersection of this one with this one, that means A is distributed over intersection. So intersection is distributive over intersection also. So then we can take this A as once only, like this: A intersection B intersection C, like this together we can write. Means A intersection B intersection A intersection C. Why to write twice? A intersection B intersection C, like this you can write. So this is the ultimate one. This is the formula for three finite sets. For three finite sets, we can express that n of A in union B union C is equal to n of A plus n of B plus n of C, first part, then minus, start minus n of A n of A intersection, n of B intersection C minus n of A intersection B minus n of A intersection, please see here, as I said here, n of A union B union C equal to n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of B intersection C minus n of A intersection B minus n of A intersection C, then plus, lastly plus n of A intersection B intersection C. This is the formula. So this formula also will be used for three finite sets. So different situations will teach you when to use which formula. We'll learn this all. Okay, thank you students. One application just I am showing you from exercise 1.6, question number 1. X and Y are two sets. Number of elements of X, number of elements of Y, all are given. Number of elements of X union Y also is given. Now you have to find out number of elements of X intersection Y. Intersection is asked means they are not disjoint, they are intersecting sets. So let us find out by the second formula we have learned that we know solution, that is exercise 1.6, question number 1. Okay, 1.6, question number 1. Here number of elements of X is equal to 17. Number of elements of Y is equal to 23. Number of elements of X union Y is equal to 38. So we need to find number of elements of X intersection Y is equal to what? We know number of elements of X union Y is equal to number of elements of X plus number of elements of Y minus number of elements of X intersection Y. First you write the formula. Okay, then you put the values. number of elements of x union y is 38 is equal to number of elements of x 17 plus number of elements of y 23 minus number of elements of x intersection y not given. X intersection y not given. So 38 minus this 17 plus 23 40 is equal to minus number of elements of x intersection y. So this is minus 2 minus number of elements of x intersection y. So then this minus sign cancel with this minus sign. So number of elements of x intersection y is equal to 2. This is our answer. So students, you do one thing. So dear students, what I was saying that you do one thing. Today you take exercise 1.6. If you have not finished 1.5 and 1.4, please go through those also. If any doubt you have got, please let me know. And try 1.6 also. I am not saying that you will manage all problems, but you can try. Okay, you can try. And if you can manage, it is good, some of the problems. And whatever you cannot manage, I will be helping you in solving those problems. Okay, please go through 1.6. That is most important point of today's class, because I have given how to apply that 3 laws that we have learned how to apply. So I have taught you how to apply. So that's why you try to apply. And in 1.6 and in 1.5, 1.4, I don't think those are hard exercises for you. You go through any question you find difficult, I will explain to you. You let me know. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.